that you're feeling good. I hope that you're feeling happy. I hope that this video finds you in a happy moment. I'm excited because you can see me standing up today. And the reason that I decided to stand up today for today's inspirational talk for my birthday week, my birthday is in 3 days, is because today was actually the last page in my journal. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I journal every day. And I was like, what am I going to do? How am I going to write in my journal tomorrow? What am I going to do? And I was like, I could use a couple of pieces of paper until I find my journal. And then I was like, I could just go to my local drugstore, pharmacy, and I can see what they have. And so I had this very beautiful vision this morning, and as I was meditating, and it always comes at the end of my meditation, but the vision was that I was walking up the steps to what I know to be my future house in this vision, and it was a brownstone type with a stoop, and several levels of home. And I was walking up the steps to this brownstone, and there was this beautiful, bright, beaming rose quartz, and it was huge. It was this big rose quartz on the top of my steps of my home, and it was just shining its light, vibrating this strong, beautiful love energy, and you could feel it more intensely the closer that you got up the stairs towards where the front door is on the stoop. And this rose quartz, which looks like this one right here, this is my partner's. I asked her if I could borrow it for this inspirational talk, but that's what a rose quartz looks like. And it's supposed to bring love energy, healing energy, calming energy to you. So I wanted it to be part of this talk today. But as I got closer to the rose quartz and felt its energy so strongly, it said to me, it spoke to my soul, to my heart in this vision, and it said, I need you to protect me. I need you to protect me. I need to recharge my energy. And in this vision, I had this armor on, almost like a superhero, and I had a lot of hair, a big afro. It was a very powerful vision. And in my armor, I remember in the vision, I lifted up and embraced the rose quartz in my arms, and I held her next to me and protected her, and we shared a love energy. And then the next part of the vision, I took her all the way to this beautiful beach, and I lifted her up, this beautiful rose quartz, all the way to the sun, like this, holding her up. And she looked at the sun, and the sun looked at her, and they had this beautiful exchange back and forth of energy, right? Like sparks of energy and this line of beautiful vibrational energy going back and forth. And the sun spoke to the rose quartz and me and said, you are sunshine. Protect your energy. Recharge your energy. Shine your energy. And so I thought that was such a powerful message. You are sunshine. We all have within us this beautiful, beautiful sunshine. And it's so important to remember that the sun even sets, right, at night to recharge, to protect its energy. so that the next day it can come out and shine. And so do you need to do that. So do I need to do that. We have to remind ourselves. Can't be working 24/7. We got to take time to recharge. You know, athletes have to take time to recover their muscles. That's one of the most important ways that they continue to be successful in sports, is they take time to recover. So when I was thinking about my own self and how do I recharge? What do I need to protect my energy? Well, for me, as you all know, every single day I write in my journal. And so that is my time when I'm by myself. I find my favorite spot on the couch in my living room. I'm by myself, undisturbed, in peace and quiet. And that's just my time. Not to be interrupted. It's my hour or my 30 minutes or however long I need to take in the morning to just write. That's my time to really feel protected with my energy and just really recharge it. And another way I recharge is I go to the park and I take nature walks. And I do all of these things so that I can shine my love energy into the world. Because I've built it up, I've recharged it so much, and it's so full that by the time I turn the camera on, I'm charged up. You know? So, because journal writing is so important to me, during today's inspirational talk, you know, I got this regular composition notebook. It honestly costs about 89 cents, I think. And I got 2 of them. And so just regular ruled paper. And the reason I have it like this is because I want to christen it, because every time you get a new journal, it's important that you christen it. When I drop one, let me get it. Every time you get a new journal, it's important that you christen it. You know, it's important that you take time to decorate it and make it your own, because it's never about how the journal comes to you or what it looks like on the outside, or if you're like, oh, well, it's a composition notebook, okay, or oh, it's some paper that I folded in half and I created and made my own journal. Okay, it's not about that. It's about how you make it your own, right? Journal writing, your connection to your journal is about how you make it your own. So let's make this my own today. And I have my acrylic paints. Honestly, I don't really know how this is going to come out, but let's get into it. I got some paint brushes, and this might get messy, but we're doing it live together on this video. So I'm going to put a little acrylic paint here, and I'm going to cover it with using my little brush. I don't know if this one will be better. Well, we try with this one first. You know, and it's just like when you are thinking about what makes you happy, when you are thinking about in your life what inspires you, when you are thinking about in your life what recharges you. If you have a journal, join me. Pause this video, get your journal, you know, get some things that you can find around the house and do this exercise with me of christening that journal. Even if you already started writing it in, it's okay. But what I was saying was, it's really important to think through what inspires you and what truly helps you to feel recharged, to feel that your energy is protected. Creativity is one of the most liberating things in my life. Like having art supplies in my closet. And honestly, like I haven't really touched them for a while. And I noticed like in the summertime, that's when I start to use my art supplies. I don't know if it's like all the sunshine, I don't know. But that's when I start to do it. But whatever really makes you feel good inside and make you feel like, that's what you need to make time to do every single day in your life. And it's not about if it comes out perfectly. It's not about that. It's about the experience of feeling good. It's about the experience of feeling good. That's what it's about. That's all it's about. Like right now, I'm doing this with you guys, but I don't know how it's gonna come out. It's gonna be coming out perfectly. But the point is, it's fun and it is enjoyable and it is helping me to tap into my creative energy. And I'm hoping that it also is inspiring you to think about what you have around the house. Because honestly, the things that I have around the house, like I like to recycle things. Like, let me show you. I made these hearts, right? I made these hearts and I made them from this paper bag. Like I literally cut it like that. And then I made the red hearts here and I made those from this tissue paper that I had saved from a present that I got a while ago. You know, because I'm a big believer in recycling things. I think it's really important to, like, you know, be kind to our environment and make sure that we recycle things. So, yeah, it's like you can have a lot of fun with recycled materials that you have around the house. And this is something, I've actually never really painted the front of my journal before like this. So I'm it's like something new, you know, that we're doing together. And I'm super excited about how this is going to come out. And yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited. Well, I got some paint on the page, but oh well, it doesn't matter. So let me know in the comments, like, have you ever done anything like this before with your journal before you started writing in it? Do you christen it? When I have journals, I usually have, like, they're already prepared journals, but generally speaking, you know, I christen the inside flap. And you know, today we're on the 18th day of our 30-day June 2020 journal writing challenge. And you can find that challenge on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Julia Speaks Love. But part of the first day of the challenge was to christen your journal and make it your own. You know, like anything that you welcome into your space, it should be welcomed. Like it should make it your own. Like it should become your own thing. And I want to take a moment because I always have this in my background to show you guys. This is a hand-painted guitar that I got in Washington, D.C. in 2006 when I was working there for a summer internship by this beautiful artist, beautiful black woman artist who I just love. And she even wrote me like a message on the back. It was so nice. Like, so every time I look at this, I don't know if you can see, but this is actually a woman's face, like the gray part and the neck, that's a woman's face. And then this is a hair and music. And then these are broken pieces of a mirror, she told me, from her house. So it always like really inspires me when I see that piece. But yeah, so I mean, like for me, it's just about finding time to recharge and asking yourself questions about how you're doing that in your life. Because I think sometimes we don't ask ourselves questions. You know, we're concerned with like other people in our lives, and we ask other people in our lives like, oh, how are you doing? How are you feeling? What's going on with you? Make sure you take care of yourself. But then when it comes to ourselves, we rarely make sure we are recharging. And that is so important because if you're not recharging, how can you actually give love to other people? Like, seriously. If you're not doing things to nourish yourself, right? To make yourself feel good, how can you really give that energy to other people? So ask yourself, what am I doing? And you should take time, honestly, every single day in your life to recharge. Like, that's important. Now ask yourself, what am I doing every single day in my life to recharge? What's helping me every single day in my life to recharge? I think I'm going to do a different color on this side. Let's see. And I need to clean my brush. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. You know, what am I doing every day to recharge? Part of the reason, honestly, that I wanted to get a dog is because I love animals, first of all and foremost. As you can see, I have an owl. This is Ollie the owl tattooed on my arm. I love animals. But I love dogs especially because they need to be walked every day, you know? And my dog inspires me no matter what every single day to get outside, get outside of my house, to make sure that I am getting nature into my life. I remember one day I was feeling so stressed out, like super stressed out. And I said, okay, I gotta take my dog for a walk because I think at this time in my life I had my own business, and so it was my first time having a business, my first time doing anything with entrepreneurship. And I was always stressed out. But I remember one day I went to the park and my dog was walking with me in the field, in the back of the park where I love to sit. And she just plopped down, right in the middle of the grass. And it was a very beautiful, sunny spot. And she just plopped down. And it was such an important reminder because I couldn't go anywhere. She plopped down. Yes, I could have picked her up and everything. But she, in that moment, reminded me that was the dry part. That, it's so important to take time for yourself, to take time to just sit down and recharge. Sit down, take a moment, and recharge. And you don't need anyone's permission to do that. It's all a part of your ability to shine. I think the reason that sunshine feels so good to us is because it's a light that actually vibrates and is already within us. It's like that saying, like attracts like, or you attract who you are or what you are. I think the reason we always want to be close to the sun is because that is what we already are. That is the light that's radiating within us. But I think we forget that sometimes. But we are sun people. We're plants. Just like plants need the sun to thrive, we do too. And so that's why it feels so good to be in the energy of the sun, to recharge our batteries, our bodies in the sun. That's so important. So important. This journal is looking, very interesting. I like it though. Oh, my face though. And again, it's not about being perfect. It's about having fun. It's not about how it looks. It's about making it your own. That's the most important piece. Are you making it your own? Do you remember in high school and in middle school, and I don't know, maybe people do this at all ages, when people would get like a plain white sneaker and then they would write, like draw on it or like draw on their clothes, because it's like you're making it your own. And I think life is like that. It's important when you move into a new space to light sage, to bring good energy. It's important when you bring new things into your home that you make that energy positive. It's important that before you start anything, you set an intention for what you want to get out of that thing. That's been very important to my life, is to set intentions for what I want. You know, before I talk to all of you, I always take time to reflect and ask God, ask the universe to guide me. How can I be a vessel of love? How can I best radiate what the collective community needs right now? I ask for guidance. What will be the most helpful thing for people to hear right now? And I listen for the answer. You know, I listen for the answer to get guidance, to get peace, to get clarity. And that's why it's so important to recharge, you know, so that you can have peace and clarity in your life. Because when you never take time to sit down, slow down, like me, like I used to do, and I was always constantly moving, it's very hard to get clarity. You know, yesterday in my talk, I talked about the clarity of 2020 and what it means, and because this is a time where we are really forced to sit down, to take time to sit down and really think about who we are, the light that shines within us, the gifts that we've been naturally given. And that's so important, because when we're rushing around, we don't really recharge. We forget that we are truly sun people, that we truly recharge when we're in the sun, that we truly have to protect our energy in whatever way that means to you as a unique individual. That we're truly gifted with unique, honey, gifts that are specifically in your DNA, specifically designed for you. You know that saying that goes, your passion is for you. Your purpose is for others. And I had a beautiful thought today about that. Your passion is for you. Your purpose is for others. I had a beautiful thought about that today, because while I was in the park, and my partner joined me today, which was really nice. But I have to say something about that really quickly. So while I was in the park, my partner joined me today. Sometimes we go on walks together, and if you're in a relationship, it's great to do things together, but also make sure that you have time. And this is something I would like to talk about in another video, so let me know if this is definitely something that's interesting. But it's important to think it's like three people in a relationship, right? It's like you as an individual, your partner as an individual, and then your relationship is like a person that you nurture, right? So it's like three of you all involved, and you have to give time equally to all those things. So make sure, yes, you're spending time with your significant other, but also when you're recharging, when you're protecting your energy, it's also okay to do things on your own. And most of the time I do my walks by myself, and that's okay too, because you need that time to recharge your beautiful battery. But what I was going to say was, when I was in the park, I was watching this park ranger, and he was going around, and I asked him, oh, are you monitoring the trees? And he said, yeah, I'm just checking for you know, how they're doing, if there's any damage and things that need to be repaired. And I thought about it, I was like, that's just such a cool job. And I've actually applied to be a park ranger before in different parts of my life. And I thought about it today, and I was like, I love nature, but I love it for me. It's like a passion for me. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes we have to think about whether things are passions for us or they are actually connected to our purpose, right? Because your purpose is your gift, and your gift is what comes to you naturally with the least amount of effort, and you're really good at it. Of course, you practice and you get better at whatever it is, but it's something that you naturally do. It doesn't make you feel like, oh, I'm so drained after that. It's something that is a natural gift for you. It's easier for you to do it than other things. And so be thinking about, when you think about recharging, protecting your energy, what are the things that make you feel drained and heavy? And what are the things that make you feel empowered, inspired, and good? What are the things that you feel like you're in your element, you're shining your light, you're your sunshine? What are those things in your life that you're doing? That matters. That's important to think about, So I was looking at his job and I was like, wow, I love that. But I also think that I appreciate nature in a different way. Like, I see it as my time to be on my own and to recharge. I don't see it as a thing that, I was thinking, like, if I got paid to do it, would it be the same emotion that I would feel towards nature? If I got paid and I knew I had to be there every day, would it be the same emotion? And that's what's just like thinking about your passion and your purpose sometimes. It's like important to think about those things. Some things are just for you. Like my nature walks is for me to recharge. So think about that. What is in your life that's just for you? I've heard people who enjoy cooking, people say to them, oh, you should open a restaurant. And the cooking for them is like sunshine. It makes them feel good. But it's part of their protection, their energy recharging, right? It may make them feel good inside so that they can go to work the next day and feel good. I cooked a good meal last night. I enjoyed myself. But then they have a purpose. They have a job, right? So be thinking about, in terms of your energy, what are the differences there, What is the difference between your passion and your purpose? When do you feel the most like you are recharging in your life? When are you feeling the most passionate? When are you feeling the most excited? When are you doing something and it's so easy for you, you're standing in your purpose? All of that is important to think about. And over time, those are things that become more clear to you, but it takes writing in a journal, right? Like this one, to really reflect on that. And I'm gonna glue one of these. I know it's not quite dry, but I just wanna, I haven't used this, so this stuff is kind of like probably old, but let me see if I can use it. This is my tacky glue. I don't know if you can see that. Put a little down right here. And I'm gonna put my first heart down. Spread it around a little. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be about you feeling good. And what I'm gonna do is, like, when this stuff starts to dry more, I'm gonna like smooth it in. I have this really cool it's like a paper smoother. I don't remember the name, but I have this really cool paper smoother. I'm gonna use that. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I do to help me to recharge, to help me to feel like sunshine, to encourage you that anything can be a journal. And I want to send you so much love and good energy, my love. Remember, recharge. Protect your energy. You are sunshine. Shine your light. But remember, in order for your light to shine, you got to recharge, honey. You got to protect it. I send you so much love, energy. I love you all so much. 3 days until my birthday. My goal is to get to 30 inspirational talks. This is number 27. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, you have a unique light that the world needs. Keep shining. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.